Welcome to our very first episode of Senior Moments. My name is Dolly Simonovich and I'll be your host today. Senior Moments is a program that looks at issues that may affect older adults. We will talk to experts and people like you and me to let you know what's available for you in our community. We want this program to be of interest to people of all ages because, after all, we know someone who's over the age of 50. And someday even you might reach that magic age. We would like you to be prepared. I know. Why would we call the show Senior Moments? That has such a bad connotation. Well, it doesn't have to. There are senior moments and there are senior moments. One denotes a sense of loss, while the other of wisdom, of knowingness, maybe of just being. From the time we were children to our teen years and throughout adulthood, we've had to deal with the changes in various aspects of our lives. The same is true of our senior years. Life is all about the journey. Our trip hasn't ended. We're not there yet, and who wants to be? Senior moments can be life-affirming. It's our intent for you to embrace those moments. I'm here today in front of the San Bruno Senior Center. Get the idea of an old folks' home right out of your mind. Let's join the folks inside and see what's going on.
Senior Center is like a home away from home for so many people. There are activities and programs and opportunities to connect with friends, to get services that they need, to play, have fun, work. It's a life.
I'm 92 years old, and the center's been wonderful to me. For my 90th birthday, they gave me a wonderful birthday party, and the 91st birthday, and the 92nd birthday already. So, as I say, I've been very, very lucky being a member of this San Bruno Senior Center.
If you want to get involved in the activities at the Senior Center, sometimes it's difficult to make that first step. And I suggest to people to first look at the classes or programs that we have, and then maybe sit in on a class and see how that feels, just as a start. Another way to get involved is to go on a trip, and then you end up sitting next to someone, and then you strike up a conversation, and you may find that you have similar interests, and you develop a friendship. Volunteering is another way to get involved. Lots of volunteer opportunities. So some people feel more comfortable if they have a purpose, rather than just walking into a space without structure. And then some people like to walk into a space without structure. Lots of different peoples.
I discovered the Senior Center, which I didn't even know existed till I started exploring a little bit. And it's like a second home to me, really. There's so many people here, so many friends to talk to. The activity is wonderful here. I participate in the Pedro tournaments. I go to the support group we have here for widow and widowers, which is a good help for me. That's a weekly event, and I met a friend there at the support group that I've been dating for 6 years.
Everybody's very friendly, and everybody has a story to tell you. You could sit here all day long, and every story would be different. And it's just a fun place. And a lot of people, they don't have a husband, so they come here and they talk and they laugh.
The Senior Center is located in the most beautiful area. We are so lucky. We're nestled right in the heart of Junipero County Park. It's just exquisite. If you go outside, you see all the oak trees, and we are so fortunate to be up here.
It really is beautiful out here. This is one of the quieter places in San Bruno. It kind of reminds me of an enchanted forest. I would really like to know more about the activities offered here, wouldn't you? Let's go talk to Mary Tessier.
I'm very interested in active activities, so I'd like to tell the people in the community that this is a really active place. You know, we do have the seniors who like to play bingo, just have lunch, but then there's a lot going on.
065, 065, 072, 072.
We have a softball team, we have bocce ball leagues 3 days a week, we have ping pong a couple times a month, we have a hiking group that meets 3 times a week and hikes in our county park here, fitness classes of all kinds, dance classes all the time. Dancing is very popular here.
There sure is a lot to do here at the Senior Center. When we return, we'll talk to some people about their experiences here.
Left-handed people, a little bit more creative. I'm going to say nothing.
Left-handed people are smart.
They are.
Dad, do you want to get the phone?
No.
Every year, 1 million families face losing their homes to foreclosure. If you're ignoring your mortgage issues, things will only get worse. Call 1-888-995-HOPE, because nothing is worse than doing nothing.
A lesson for parents. Be the boss of your remote control. There's a lot you can do. Yes, you can surf the channels with it, but did you know your cable or satellite remote can help you control what your children watch? It's pretty easy. First, hit Menu or Settings. Then, scroll through the on-screen options to set the parental controls and your password. You can block the programming by channel or rating, or block the programming by setting the V-chip in your TV. Be the boss of what your kids watch on TV. Learn more at thetvboss.org.
Oh my!
My name is Barbara Cooper. I originally come from England. I come practically every day. I do line dancing on a Monday morning. I do yoga on a Monday evening. I come to exercise on Tuesday and tap dancing. I love the tap dancing. I really enjoy doing the tap dancing. We have a wonderful teacher. We have all wonderful teachers. And everybody is so nice here.
And side and cross. Cross. Now feet come together. Here comes that tag. Walking forward 2. 1, 2. From the top. Lock step.
So it's, I think the Senior Center gets, has a stigma that it's a place for older people who just sit and play bingo, but it really isn't. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
Wow. Did you get that?
I did.
Okay. Put that on the 6 o'clock news. And I'm doing it without my glasses. Can you see it too? What just what behind you? Hey, don't put that in my face when I'm on the camera, man.
We don't have a particular program for people in wheelchairs. We just try to encourage people to incorporate into what we have in activities. Of course, there's going to be a few activities that are going to be difficult for people in wheelchairs, like yoga when they're getting down on mats, but even exercise classes, people can participate from a chair, and the teachers are generally very good about trying to involve everyone at different levels. So they should come and join in whatever they can. Sometimes we'll get ideas from seniors on classes they want, and then sometimes we'll get someone from the community who comes and says, I play piano, and I have someone who accompanies me, we'd like to do a class. So we go, okay, great. And we go through the committees, and then they say, yeah, that sounds great, and we start it. And it's interesting, sometimes it takes off and it booms, sometimes it flops, and you really never know. And it's kind of fun because things that you think won't take off do. Like we just started a ukulele class as well. Ukulele, as the teachers tell me, not ukulele. And that's been, a small but very consistent group. The music group grew from, the sing-along group grew from like 10 to about 20. So you never know.
It's weathering the
his arms around himself in a futile attempt to stave off the cold, chilly blast that ripped through the bus shelter. His dampness from the rain plus the cold intensified his discomfort. His umbrella been no match for the gusty winds, and it turned inside out, breaking 2 struts.
It's a writer's workshop is what it is. Every time we present a piece, we present copies to the rest of the group, and they edit and they correct. And then we get it back and we make our improvements as we see fit.
Maybe someone who's hearing the story wouldn't know that your wife's name is Barbara. All you have to do is say,
we work, we critique each other.
Okay, you should drop to a new line when he responds.
Our critiques are very, very helpful. Each person gets a chance to facilitate the group and to write an assignment, which really isn't an assignment, but it's to stimulate some thought.
Kay brought in one time hats. Do you remember that?
Hats? No, I don't.
She brought in all kinds of hats, caps, cowboy hat, all kinds of caps. You remember?
Oh yeah.
And we put on the caps, and we wrote about that character that the cap made us do.
Oh, that's interesting, yeah.
It was very, very good.
There are some people who have just been there for a matter of months. There are some people who have been there a couple of years. There's a couple of people who have been there since 1990. And so it's all different times, you know, that people have come in.
I started writing in Germany a long time ago when I was in, I don't know, 4th grade or something like that. And then I wrote, I like poems a lot, and so it started first with some poems, and then I wrote little stories. Then when I came to this country, then I couldn't write it first because the language, I didn't know enough words. But then later on, when I went to the city college and to the university, and I became a teacher in the children's center, and then I started writing for the kids in the children's center.
No, I got started dealing with tax work, writing briefs for the tax court and stuff like that.
Oh.
And kind of drifted into this. There's a lot of human interest in that.
I'm sorry, St. Carlos. And he says, you know, you might enjoy it. And I said, yeah, all right. So I went, and after the first session, I said, I could do this. So I went back the next week and submitted this story. But most of the people, they were writing memoirs back in the 30s and 40s. And I told Virgil that, you know, getting a little disenchanted with hearing the same stuff all the time. He said, well, there's another group in San Bruno. And then he brought me here.
Every year we do a reading, a public reading, and that's done in May, usually the 3rd week of May. And people hear about us and they come to the open reading. Then they ask about it afterwards and see if they are interested in coming and sitting in and participating in our group.
We've got more senior moments for you to watch. Don't go away.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 little piggies ready to play. The big pig is Pedro. Pedro Piggy. He's the big piggy.
Everyday moments can become teaching moments because learning starts long before school does. Give your child the start they need at bornlearning.org.
Gotta get that. Oh, I must be careful. Well, that's a nice picture.
Come on, Anna.
Okay.
Foreclosure doesn't affect just you. It affects your whole family, too. If you've fallen behind on your mortgage, we can help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE because nothing is worse than doing nothing.
60-inch screen, high definition. Football season is coming up. You can watch it right here. What do you think?
I'll take it.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You're right. I don't need it.
Because the senior center is holistic, we run the gamut of all the different parts of life, including, you know, the fun part, and then the connections with people, and then also the helping part. So we do have someone, Susan, here, who will help people problem solve.
My name is Susan McCammon, and my title is Social Services Coordinator. I connect people with services out there, housing, connection with the county for a social worker, Medicare, Medi-Cal, Meals on Wheels. I'm involved in all the programs I think here, recreation, when there's parties, I work the coffee bar, I do it all. But my primary job is information referral. The first thing I do when people come in is, you know, I ask them their name and address. I like to find out if they're San Bruno residents, their age, so that I can refer them appropriately to agencies. Yeah, and then we talk about what the issue is. And what's interesting about that is sometimes people will come in with a specific question, and you find out that there's a whole array of problems or situations in their life that you can help. Services start here at the center at 50. Like I said, I work with the families. If you're younger, it's all right as well. But it depends on the services in the county. Some are over the age of 60 you have to be to get services. It just depends on what the service is specifically. I can set up appointments, but oftentimes people just drop in and I stop what I'm doing and just take the time to sit with them. And if we need longer time or they want to bring a family member in, then they can set up appointments. There's no cost for San Bruno residents to come in and talk to me. And most of the services, I'd say all the services in the county, it's nonprofit, there's no charge. Except, there could be some exceptions, like legal aid. If you had to see a lawyer, there could be a charge for that. But right off the top of my head, I can't think of an agency that charges. The greatest benefit I think that the seniors can receive by coming into the center and asking to speak with me is I think they get someone who really cares and is compassionate and will take the time to sit and listen and not just, you know, shoo them away. I like to take time with each person, get to know them a little bit, and let them know that there's help out there, that they're not alone and they can get services.
It's a wonderful opportunity to know that you have a home and you have a family and you have some people who are going to help you solve some problems. We do tax assistance here. We don't pay your taxes, but we'll help you fill out the form, you know, and we also have health screenings where we'll check cholesterol. Twice a month we do blood pressure and blood sugar screenings on a regular basis.
Check what has it been. This is perfect today, 122.
Oh.
Okay.
Mine is less than 130.
And less than 130 is your
All done?
all done.
Okay, thank you.
We also are connected with the county, and our lunch program is part of that program.
The meal program is provided for the older adults, and we are subsidized by the Older American Act of the County of San Mateo. And what they do is they subsidize our meals so we can ask a donation of $2.75 per meal. The meal program that we have here at the Senior Center provides a nutritional meal for those who come and know that it's sound, and pretty much the meal may be one of their only meals of some of the seniors that come here. This gives them the opportunity to eat healthy and to eat something that they know is substantial and made with love and care.
The lunches are good and the price is right.
Because the food, great. I prepare all the food. I have a core of volunteers that I work with, and I have job duties for them, and we're pretty much in a symbiotic manner now that we all work together. We try to provide entertainment for the first couple hours before the lunch is served. And what I find that our people enjoy immensely is dancing.
Makes me feel like I'm a teenager again because I come here to the dances and the exercise is good, although there's not enough guys to dance with, so I bring my stuffed animals and probably look really silly, but I still want my exercise, and I like to wander around with this stuffed critter and talk to people and just be part of it.
We'll provide a band for them on Mondays and Wednesdays, and on Thursdays we have an accordion player, and the people start coming in about 10:30. They give them their donations, and they come in and they find a place sitting, sit down, they dance, they have a wonderful time, and when lunch is ready to be served, and that's at 12 noon, they all have a seat, and I have servers that go out and serve their meals to them. We're open from 8 to 4, and we usually let the pool players stay till like about 4:30, and then everybody goes home, and then they all come back the next day, hopefully, for a nice hot meal.
The activities are really dependent upon the people who come here, and it's the people who come here who drive what kinds of activities that we have.
Well, I come to Senior Center to meet people, and I like to play cards here. And dance occasionally. And I go to the support group on Thursdays, and I eat dinner here or lunch several times a week.
So I like to do the dancing for the exercise, and also meeting all these wonderful people here. I've enjoyed their companionship so much, the dancing especially. I love the dancing, and it's so good for me mentally and physically because I need to keep my mind working and my body. So that's why I enjoy coming here that much.
I come from a dance background, so I like the dance classes because it really keeps you in shape and it makes you use your mind because you have to remember all these steps and your mind doesn't go to waste. And I like that, and I come for the exercise class too, which is great. I just like it here, period. You know, my husband says it's like my second home because I had just quit work a year ago and I thought, uh-oh, what am I going to do? So here I am.
I just like people to know that this is a great program. We have one of the most fantastic senior centers in all of California, if not the United States. We have just one of the best programs. The leadership here with our manager is just amazing.
The staff is more than just the staff who runs the place. They are part of the family.
Oh, they're great. They really are great people. I mean, if you have a problem, you go to them and they'll handle it for you. So I can't say enough for them. They're just a great crew. From the kitchen to the janitor, everybody is very good.
They've been running this place so well, so well organized. We have so many activities here that I'm sure the people that work here have put a lot of effort into it.
The most important thing about the Senior Center is that it is alive. It is exciting. It is a family. It can be whatever you want it to be. And the people should come and check it out. and see if they could find their soul, their happiness, their joy, their spark, whatever they're looking for. And they may find it here. So try it.
When I started coming here, we came 10 years ago. Then my family said, I don't understand you. Why you go there? You are the responsible, your husband now, he feel old. He's not old enough to go to the senior center. Then I told them, you don't understand. To go to the senior center, you feel alive because you see the people who looks, they are 90 years old and they still dancing, celebrate with a smile. Then I said, you are wrong. You have to go to the senior center to see the people who is there,
and
to
feel
you alive. Because that people is incredible.
I'd like to tell the seniors in San Bruno, they don't have to be lonely staying at home. There's so much activity doing, and they could fit into anything if they come to the center. There's always someone there that would be friendly with them, and they meet so many friends. No use staying at home and twiddling your thumbs. So that's my thoughts about the center.
I just enjoy life here.
The telephone number for the Senior Center is 650-616-7150.
Well, that's our show for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dolly Simonovich. We'll see you next time for one of our senior moments.